866-532-1440. Again, 866-532-1440. We have 30 points of distribution that are open today. The Leon County ones, because I know we're in that media market right now, the Leon County ones will close today at close of business. So we will be going down, but they have shelf-stable food, water, and other items that you may need. I know that many of you do the right thing and you have a preparedness kit, and you've gone through everything in your preparedness kit. So if you need more food and water, you can go to a point of distribution and get that and replenish your kit right now. So please make sure you're doing that. Individual assistance is available for residents of 17 counties that the governor enumerated earlier. You can get signed up at one of 3 locations. Visit disasterassistance.gov, download the FEMA app, or call 1-800-621-3362. Our state assistance information line is still taking calls 24/7. If you need information, all the information I just dumped here, you can go to one location and get all of it. That's our state assistance information line at 1-800-342-3557. For a full list of resources, please make sure you're going to floridadisaster.org for updates. I will also say we, the Florida Division of Emergency Management, have people here on the ground. And I'm going to ask them to raise their hands, but both my regional recovery coordinator and my regional coordinator that are assigned to this area, Glenn Hammers and Christian Rivera, are over here to the side. If when the governor and I leave, you have questions, these 2 guys can help you out. They will sit here and answer as many questions as you want them to answer. Governor, as always, thank you for your leadership and trust in me and the agency, and we look forward to continuing the good work we're doing.
I'm not very good at this, but thank you all for coming. First of all, I want to thank the Lord for our safety. And Governor DeSantis, oh my gosh, I cannot say enough. If every state had a governor like him, our country would be so much better. Ooh. Thank y'all for being here. We're going to do everything we can to get back up and going. Our community is suffering. Let's all help one another. One little funny thing, maybe, or it was to us, we have a new hashtag. It's hashtag MRGA, make Roy's great again. So we're going to go with that. Thank y'all so much.
Now, because I know, what's the time frame on your portable, you can do that pretty quickly or what?
I think so, probably a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Not because you're delaying us, that's our delay.
Yeah.
Because we've got so many relief.
Oh yeah, no. From our perspective, you can start now. Like, don't worry. You've got executive grace on that. Just start whenever you want on that. We are going to be serving. We got Chick-fil-A here. They're going to be serving hot meals for people. So we're going to go in there and serve. Then by Chick-fil-A in Florida, there's like a line of cars that stretches a mile wide. And they're very quick about getting it through the drive-through. They're very well trained on that. But in Tallahassee, they have like one right across the street from another because they have so many people. So it's a real treat. Any questions before I go? Yes, sir. Oh yeah, we do not have time for bureaucracy. I don't want to deal with red tape. And quite, 5 or 6 years, that's been like the number one thing. Like, just do it, okay? We have something coming. Let's prepare, and then let's respond. And we'll worry about the bureaucracy later. And so that's been our approach across the board. And so anything we can do to pave the pathway for people to get back on their feet, we absolutely have to do that. There's a role for having certain regulations in normal life, fine. But when you have extenuating circumstances like this, we cannot try to prevent somebody from getting back on their feet at all from a government perspective. So we're clearing the bureaucracy out, and we want people to be able to get the job done. And I know this is going to be good. People are going to come. They're going to be able to stay afloat. and I think you're going to see a lot. And I know our folks who are here helping with the recovery, they're going to be frequenting it as well. So Linda says it may take a couple weeks for them to get situated, everything they need, but as soon as they're ready, they can go. They could go today if they want to. We are making sure that that is the case. I was in the air when President Joe Biden called, so I wasn't able to talk to him yesterday. What I would say is the Florida, we have it handled. We got approved for the individual citizens, things we've wanted. We have what we need. Now, obviously, there may be additional things that we'll ask for in the future. It depends on how things shake out. But I think most of the effort should be in Western North Carolina right now, because you still have active rescues that need to take place. I mean, just think about, it's almost like if the federal government should focus on that. We're running rescue flights. We're happy to do it, but I know the federal government has more assets than the state of Florida has. So there should not be anybody left behind in those communities. Clearly, Florida residents who are still there, most of them stay. If they stay 6 months or less than 6 months, usually by October, mid-October is when they start coming back. So a lot of them would want to come back anyways. So we have our Operation Blue Ridge. We are going to be doing that. We're going to be bringing people to safety. If we have a smaller bird, you may not be able to take as many people. The Chinook, what is that, 40 packs we can do? We could do 40 packs on a Chinook helicopter. So that may be just like maybe one whole neighborhood in these areas. And I know there's a lot of Floridians that go up there, but there's probably a lot of Floridians that have never been to those mountains. And what I will tell you is it's very pretty. It's very refreshing because there's no humidity, but it is very ragged. I mean, they build these roads, and, it is not necessarily easy to get around all the time. It's not well lit all the time. It's just a different lifestyle. And so when you have something like this happen, to sever the roads and the bridges and a lot of the things that happen, I mean, basically, I don't think they have any major way to even get out of a lot of those Western North Carolina places right now. That's going to require us doing the air mission. So that's why we're doing it. And I know, Kevin, we've had people sign up already. Yeah, so Kevin and his team are doing that. And, you're going to see people be brought back on our mission very, very shortly. And we're happy to do it. I mean, look, if we can bring people back from Israel by the hundreds when Hamas is raining rockets down, we should be able to get some helos into the Blue Ridge Mountains and get people out of there. But, yeah, I think that just from a response perspective, this here is very important. We're going to be there, but they didn't have any fatalities. I think in North Carolina, whatever fatalities have been reported, I think that's probably just scratching the surface of what's possible if we don't get people in there and get them out to safety. And if you think about it, it's like you could throw me there for 5 days, whatever, food and water, but you have like a child with special needs, you have a senior that is power dependent, you have this stuff, you run out of time very quickly. And so I think this, just looking at everything that I've seen in the information, I think that is where they need to make sure everybody is brought to safety. I mean, as bad as it is to see a restaurant hammered or see homes, you don't want loss of life. That is the one thing we can't rectify. We can always rectify property. We can rectify infrastructure. You can't rectify the loss of life. And, my fear is just having those areas cut off. It's a very difficult mission. So we're in safety, and we'll keep doing that as long as it's necessary.
I'm in the pickup truck.